Okay. I have to do a video tonight after watching something that I watched on national news with Megyn Kelly. Kamala Harris sat down over the weekend with a podcaster who specializes in sex. That is what her podcast is all about. Sex. Yeah, sex. First of all, does the left honestly think that you and me are idiots? That we cannot see that this woman is doing everything and anything to get out of not having a rational, intelligent, professional interview with a professional journalist? This goes to prove what I have been saying for the last 3 months since she replaced Biden. This woman is not going to sit down with any journalist that is not already in her pocket. If you want to be the president of the United States and the leader of the free world, you are going to sit down with a podcast person who has a podcast about sex. Now, Americans, for the love of this country, if you cannot see the absolute run that the Democrats is trying to put on you and pull over your eyes, you had better wake up and smell the coffee like now. How can you even consider voting for a woman who is going to go on a podcast that specifically deals with sex, men's balls, and anything else that they want to talk about? And the current vice president is going to go on that podcast? Hello? Does that not bother anybody? Not to mention this same woman who is wanting to be the president of this country and the leader of the free world is sitting down to do an interview with a sex podcast interviewer? Honest to God, I sure hope if you are a serious American that is concerned about where our country is headed and why this presidential nominee will not sit down with a journalist who is not already in her pocket, that should tell you exactly what is going on. They are trying to gaslight us. They are trying and hoping that you and I are not paying attention, that we're just hate Trump so much that we are going to fall for all of their bullshit? I am so mad. I am insulted as an American that a sitting vice president goes on a podcast with a sex host. Are you kidding me? Do you have no respect for the office that you currently have as vice president? And you expect me to say, oh, I'm going to trust you as the president of this country when you will take an interview with that kind of person over a journalist? Honest America, wake up. This is absolutely a smear campaign against Donald Trump. This is not about facts. This is not about policies. This is not about anything except abortion and destroying Donald Trump. There are late-term abortions that have gone on where a woman in her 9th month has had a botched abortion and a baby was born and that baby was left to die. Read, people, read. Find the facts. Do not listen to the mainstream media because you are not going to be given the truth. You are going to be given a campaign that has been set forth by the left radical establishment. And they are hoping and praying that you are too stupid to pay attention. That's where we are. If you are going to elect a sitting vice president who has no self-respect for herself, that to sit in a podcast with a woman who all she talks about is sex, then this country really is going to go into oblivion. How can a sitting vice president lower her standards? Even Harris. You know what it says? It says she has no respect for the vice presidency. It also says that she has no respect for the presidency. As Americans, are you going to be okay with your president sitting on a podcast with a woman and all that she talks about on her podcast is sex? The leader of the free world? This is a big wake-up call. You need to be getting out there, and you need to be reading, and you need to be researching, and you need to not listen to the mainstream media, because it is nothing but a show. It is not factual. It is an absolute one thing only: destroy Donald Trump. Because he has the record to run on. He didn't take us to a war. We had a good economy. We were thriving. All of those things, and we had a secure border. Yeah. By the way, that secure border that we now don't have, and the money that's been given to every single one of those illegal aliens that is sitting in a hotel in New York that has a phone, a job, clothing, housing, food, that money that is supposed to be at FEMA would have gone to all of those poor people that are struggling with this hurricane. And guess what's coming? Another one. Another one that's supposed to be 200-mile-an-hour winds. That's cataclysmic. Where's the money? It's gone. Why aren't we talking about that? Why aren't we hearing about that? Why isn't somebody calling for an examination as to where the American FEMA money is? It's your money. It's my money. Aren't you pissed off about it? I am. There's people who don't have jobs, homes, food, water. Babies don't have formula. And the government is going to insult them with a $750 check? Why? Because they've given money to illegals so they can buy the election. America, it's time to wake up. Do your research. Do your reading. Listen to other news outlets that are not the mainstream bought news media. Because all they're doing is trying to run a scam on you and hoping and praying that you are too stupid to know what they are doing. I'm not, and I'm pissed. And I'm going to continue to speak my mind because it's the only prayer that this country has is for all of us to voice our opinions so those people who don't know can become informed. Please share this video.